Good morning. Welcome to the 2022 bass fishing season. It is day one for me this year. It is the middle of April. I just had to scrape ice off my windshield so that we could get on the water, but we're doing it today. To start things off, in true me fashion, I'm not only going fishing once, but I'm going fishing twice today. We're starting off this morning fishing for lake trout in my brother's boat on Lake Champlain. And then later on this afternoon, I'm taking my boat out on its maiden voyage, and we're going to try and see if we can locate some bass in this cold water. The temperatures are a little rough right now. It's about 30 degrees out. We actually just had ice out 2 weeks ago. Water temps are about 39 degrees, and unfortunately, it's going to be a cold day. But we're doing it. I can't wait any longer. I'm going out there for the 2022 season and starting it off right. I'm sorry about the lighting and everything in this camera. It is 4 a.m. It is still dark, but when I come back, we will be on the water for the first time this year.
That's going to be a trick, learn how to use lawnmower. I never really used one. Yeah, so it's, well, the one I got is you got to depress the pedal. You can do it auto, but you can press the pedal to prop to make the prop turn, and then turn it another way to turn it. One side's throttle and one side's which is good, because actually I'd rather not have it be an auto because I'm by myself, so I kind of needed to just not start driving me towards the bank while I'm trying to roll fish. Someday I'll be rich enough to have spot lock, and it won't be a problem. Spot lock would be a game changer for sure. No. Going on? Good deal. Mark it. Which one? Oh, Mark. Yep. Number 7.
You don't mind if I take this one?
No, you're good. First one, man, your boat. Fuck yeah. I wasn't sure if that was a freaking wave bounce or not, but then I saw it go again, and I was like, yeah, that's definitely got to be a fish. Feels like it's fighting hard. Looks like it. For as cold as is it? For as cold as it is.
Looks like it.
Want me to net him?
Fucking lake trout.
I can net him if you want. Bolt flip them. And that. Stop. Here, guys, there. You want to hand at him, or you want me to do it? Yep. Slow guy. Oh, hell yeah. To be honest, I'm not as greedy as I should be, but that validates the whole trip right there. I don't care what happens now. We got one in the boat. That's all that really matters. There you go. You're good. Bring her to the left now.
Many hours later.
You ever have a plan and you think about it all week at work, and whether it's a fishing plan or just something in your life, and everything just seems to work against it and it just doesn't work out? Well, that's me today, but I want to kind of talk about that, because something that I learned last year, I used to get really frustrated when I didn't catch fish. I would get really mad at myself, and I'm hyper competitive, and to be honest,
It's never going to change that I'm frustrated if I don't catch fish. I do feel like a personal failure if I don't catch at least one per outing. But I think if I can impart any wisdom at all in the 2022 year, if I can teach any skill set at all, and we're talking techniques, baits, styles, everything, because that's what I'm really all about, I think perseverance is probably the most important skill in bass fishing that you'll ever learn. Don't just quit. Don't just give up. Don't just think that, well, the weather's bad, so I'm not going to catch fish, so I just won't go. Don't do the blame game. What you have to do is adapt. Adapt and evolve. And what I mean by that is if you're not catching fish, practice a technique that you may not be as good at. Even if it doesn't apply to the time of year or the conditions, work a jerkbait, even if it's not the right conditions. Try working a spinnerbait. Try doing something different. And the reason why I say that is because you will get practice. And you may not catch fish, but you will catch knowledge. And the best way to learn how to fish is to fish. And there's a lot of things that you can do on a day where you're not catching fish that you can still salvage your day. For example, I'm exploring an area that I've never explored before, and I'm learning the different depths. I'm looking at the bottom. I'm looking at the different conditions. I'm seeing all things that I will be able to pick up on when it comes time, when those fish are really on, when they're not just turned off like they are today. I'll know that I could come back here to get a certain set of conditions. I've been trying some baits that I usually don't try or haven't taken out of my box yet. Figured I want to see how they look in the water, so why not? What I'm trying to say without rambling too far is no matter what, every time you go on the boat, every time you go to the bank, every time you have a fishing pole in your hand, take the time to catch knowledge, even if you're not going to catch fish. And at the end of the day, that's a success. Don't look at it as a failure. Look at it as I learned something, I gained knowledge, and next time I will be more prepared. And if you do that, I guarantee you'll catch more fish, you'll catch bigger fish, and you'll just simply enjoy your time more. I'm going to end the video right here, guys. It has been a tough day, and I just simply cannot buy a bite, so I'm going to call it right here. I do want to thank you for coming along with me. Thanks for watching this video. If you would, give me a like and subscribe, and as always, let's get out there and catch more fish.